Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, J-Money here, and I'm bringing you some StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm action. And we are on game number 3 right now. I'm going to spoil it for you guys. If you haven't seen the last 2 games, hit the pause button, go back and take a look at those, and then come back to this one. We are tied 1 apiece in this show match right now between these 2 great players. First game went to Mr. WhiteRa with an amazing proxy oracle. Pretty much just ate away at the SCV line, and pretty much Beasty went GG. There's nothing more I can do. GG. End of story. Next we had Beastyqt try to do a proxy on WhiteRa in game number 2. It was scattered out, but not in time because there was already a couple excuse me guys, a couple of Widow Mines already in the base. Pretty much got a free kill on a Stalker, and then pretty much Beasty moved out with a big Marine Marauder push and pretty much massacred WhiteRa. So they are tied 1 apiece, and quite frankly I can't wait to see where this game goes. Are we going to continue seeing proxies from these 2 players, or are they going to mix it up a little bit, which, because they're pros and they don't want to get caught doing the same thing over and over again and lose a game, figuring we're going to see some new stuff. So let's hope for that. But enough of that, enough of the talking. Let's get to the action. On the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we do have our blue Terran player. He is representing Team Empire. His name is Beastyqt. On the top right-hand corner of the map, we do have the red Protoss player. He's representing Team WhiteRa, represented by WhiteRa, and is WhiteRa. He is Mr. Special Tactics, WhiteRa. I mean, he's got his own sponsor, so I guess he's his own team, so we'll go with that. Yeah, why not? We do have the scouting probe in the base right now. He is trying to focus fire one of the SCVs. I think in one of the games he actually was able to kill the SCV. So is he going to try to go for that again? It looks like it. No, it looks like he is going to go back, see what is going on here, and then he goes back. Is he going out? Oh, they're playing a game of Ring Around the Command Center. Ring around the Command Center. Someone's going to die. And right now, sandwich the probe, and the probe does manage to slip away. And now pretty much, it's just a scouting game right now until, ooh, I was going to say until the Marine comes out. But we do have one singular Reaper out on the map right now, so that probe is pretty much a goner. And he died. Taking a look back at WhiteRa's base, we already have the Cyber Core up. We do have a Stalker up, so pretty much this this Reaper should not do too much damage unless WhiteRa pretty much walks away from his computer. Reapers are a quite different unit from Wings of Liberty. If we take a look over there, you see their movement speed is much faster, and their damage is much less. In big numbers, normally around 4 Reapers or so, they do tend to do quite a bit of damage, so they tend to work out alright. But in Heart of the Swarm, they're not really a damage unit. They don't hurt buildings. Their grenades get taken away because they get taken away, easy as that. Also, as you see, they do have something called combat drugs right now. So pretty much if they do take damage, you get out of combat for a couple seconds and they will heal right up. Going back into the base, what do we have going on? We do have a factory coming down right now. So we are going to be seeing a little bit of mech, which in Heart of the Swarm is actually a viable option. I still don't think meching is too great against Protoss, especially if they're going air toss, because just mass void race and pretty much everything mech dies. We do have a couple of Marines trying to focus down this Stalker. Will the Stalker be pretty much able to kill it? No, the Stalker is going to back up. We do have the Mama Core. This Mama Core is going to have 2 different things to protect the Stalker if the Stalker does want to continue to add pressure. We do have Time Warp, which will slow down the units, or Mass Recall. Either way, plus it's going to help with high ground seeing. Is he going to try to focus down any of the Marines? No, the Marines are going to try to stay at a safe low distance. And they're actually focusing down one of the depots. This is not what Beasty wants to be happening right now. However, he might be able to pretty much snipe that Mama Core. He is not going to get the supply depot. However, they were able to add a little bit of damage at forcing 2 SCVs off of the mineral line and 2 have to repair. So that costs them a little bit. However, if WhiteRa's not paying attention right now, these SCVs, these Stalkers are going to go down. But no, he'd rather focus down the actual Mama Ship core, and right now we do have a pylon right in the natural, and he is going for a straight up old-fashioned 4-gate, I think, right? No, he only has 2 gates up, 1 robo facility, so he's doing very little pressure off this. Just trying to contain him in the base. He does have the expansion up right now, starting to do the saturation. So if Empire doesn't get some aggression, retrieve his natural soon, WhiteRa is going to be taking a nice little lead. I mean, if we do look at the units lost, WhiteRa has lost quite a bit of units, but he also has to be very careful with these medevacs, with these stalkers right over here. If he does try to go for a drop, which he is going to try right now with these wonderful Ignite Afterburners. Is he actually going for a drop, or is he going for a sandwich? No, he's going for a drop. He did bury 2 of the Widow Mines. He is going to try to, I think, lure him into it. Is he? But WhiteRa's like, I saw that. And oh, here we go. A couple more Marines coming from the back, and yet another Widow Mine trying to bury down. If a Widow Mine does hit these stalkers, it is going to be an instant kill, and it's going to do quite a bit of damage to all their shields too, because I do believe in one of the updates it did do extra plus 35 versus shields. So those shields will not be too good against those Widow Mines. The nice thing that the WhiteRa does have is his stalkers greatly outrange the Widow Mines. And with an observer over here, he should be able to easily clear out any other Widow Mines that do come up. He does have a Robo Bay coming up, so we will have Colossus out momentarily, but we have a lot of pressure at the front right now of our blue Terran player. I'm actually surprised we're not seeing tanks come from our Terran player, because quite frankly tanks are really good now because you don't need the upgrade for siege mode. Right now with the observer in place, he does have vision of the high ground, and no, he didn't have it in place. It was off to the side. Now that it's in place, he has vision of the high ground, and he'll be able to get a lot of free shots off on a lot of these units. Does Beasty even have any units to give? He has 5 Marines, so he is in desperate trouble right now. They opened up the front door, and we have pretty much a zealot in the house that Beasty built. So what is he actually going to be able to do at this point? He needs to be very careful, because he still has that observer right overhead. But does look like he was able to hold off, at least for now. We do have combat shield and stim on the way. Looks like combat actually just finished up, and he is actually going to push out this army. Will he actually be able to do it? He does have a couple marauders in this group, and you know marauders do eat stalkers. However, with a couple warpings of zealots, that little bit of extra DPS is going to be great. He did focus fire that observer down, but I actually don't think he actually has any Widow Mines in the game. He didn't, and we got the GG from Beastyqt. Hopefully you did enjoy this game. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'm on to cast the next game, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day.